Hey Pisces, I'm here for another reading for you today. So feel free to take in a deep breath and connect with that inner source of yours so you could know what parts of this reading may be for you. Now the reading is going to be general and timeless. You could have Pisces anywhere in your birth chart, knowing we all have Pisces somewhere. So just take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't for the next person. And if you would like a personal reading, a private one-on-one session with me, Akashic Records for past life regression, to join our online mystery school in Ancient Grimoire, Blue Rose Mystery School on Patreon, or anything else, check out the box below. It does have the website, 144bluerosetemple.com, and the Patreon Blue Rose Mystery School, as well as everything else it is that you will need. And just as always, thank you for being here today. If my energy or my readings resonate with you, feel free to subscribe, go click on that notification bell, and go like that like button so you can know when the next reading does come out and the rest of the Pisces and Ancient Souls can find us. Now, what I'm hearing today, Pisces, is you get what you give. As I was preparing the tarot desk today for our reading, Pisces, the Angel Gate card fell out, cleansing, protection, blessing. And there was a download that came through. I saw the Piscean sign, but I said side. And that's what I was getting to anyway. Pisces, you got different sides. Pisces rules duality. Not Gemini is the two faces too, but in a different kind of way. Pisces, you rule duality. 144 as I'm saying these words. So you could see the number 144. Maybe you resonate with 144,000. Pisces, you are a chosen one. With the Angel Gate, I saw like the two fish, which do represent duality, light, shadow, masculine, feminine, all of those different things. And what I saw, Pisces, was like this hidden side of you, where it was almost like a whole reading that was coming through just from the Angel Gate card of you are an angel. Because what was on the bottom of the deck was joy, and then there was another card, you are a healer, as I'm preparing all of this today. Your natural state is just that, angelic energy. However, people are often surprised about perhaps your boundaries, the other side, right? But I kept hearing, you get what you give. Where I saw you as like a scale. And yes, you are an angel. Oof, yeah. Sorry. When things just come through. What is it called? Ad libs? That's what it's called, right? Pisces, what I just saw. And as soon as I'm saying that, the incense that I have here is like burning even stronger, Pisces, over here. So just confirmation of what I'm saying. Because what I was gonna say, Pisces, and I'm just realizing that now, where the incense all of a sudden like caught fire again. And I was like, oh, let me blow that out. This has everything to do with your message, Pisces. Archangel Michael's, and this is exactly what I was going to say, which is why I said, ooh. Archangel Michael's an angel of death. And people, like an esoteric mystery school, that's how we know of Archangel Michael, which if you're on my Patreon, we went over Archangel Michael for a whole month of how to truly work with him. There goes some more fire over there. There we go, Pisces. You are fire, all right? Some of you Pisces have fire in your birth chart, or you have a gift of fire, because all of a sudden this reading is coming through. Patreon for all the Pisces, and just all signs too, because it's not just for Pisces, that are in Blue Rose Mystery School on Patreon. We went over Archangel Michael many times, but I'm going to give this to you right here, right now. Is this Archangel Michael's thing too? Yeah, I just always have it on my wall. This is, and you could see it, it says Michael and all of Archangel Michael's other names. And this is his seal, which I have it in a necklace as well. Google it. The seal of Archangel Michael and the symbol of Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael's coming through in this reading, and that's it. That's what was trying to come through with like the fire and the angel gate. And I'm just like, well, it's like, yes, you are an angel, but it's Archangel Michael trying to come through. Now, again, if you do, I want to dive deep into Archangel Michael right now, but if you want to dive deep and just learn how to work with Archangel Michael from more of like an esoteric, even magical perspective beyond dogma and religion, which does not go into the truth of who Archangel Michael is, go to the Patreon Blue Rose Mystery School. There's a few deals right now too for Black Friday. But I say that because, again, the fire of my incense, I was like, whoa, how did that catch on fire? That's what I was going to say with the download. We must remember that Archangel Michael, that, you know, all these religions and this and that talk about the undefeated, right? He's an angel of fire. He rules over the south and the element of fire. In mystery school, similar to Ra, the sun god. You know, Pisces, some of you resonate with the angelic realm, seraphims, or specifically Archangel Michael, fire. Where, yes, you are sweet and you're an angel, but you get what you give. And they're often surprised by you, Pisces, and your energy. Where what I'm getting is like you do, and you are soft and sweet. You are. And that's just also the truth, because Archangel Michael is. But Archangel Michael is also a good judge. He's undefeated, right? And yeah, this reading for you today, Pisces, is probably from Archangel Michael, from your spirit team, your higher self. But also bringing this message that this is you, Pisces. There's a few different things coming through. And again, we're 7 minutes in. We don't even have the cards yet. Of owning that shadow, because Archangel Michael has a shadow too. And that's something that even I learned in mystery school initiations, where there was a high priestess once that was like, well, do you want to know the truth about Archangel Michael? He has a shadow. You know, all of these deities are dualistic as well. And so Archangel Michael can be an angel of death though, right? And that's what I'm seeing, where Pisces, you have this other side of you, and it is just as holy. It is a form of protection. And I kept hearing you get what you give, where if someone got that side of you, there was something. There was just something that maybe brought it out of you, that you needed to maybe have more of a boundary or protection, more intense or this or that. So let's see what we have for Pisces. For Pisces, for this angelic message. This message from the angelic realm for Pisces. What do we have for this message for Pisces from the angelic realm? And you get what you give. The hidden worlds. There you go, Pisces. All right. Changing consciousness, awareness, ESP, extrasensory perception. For Pisces, what do we have from the angelic realm? And on this message, you get what you give. When it comes to Pisces, what do we have for Pisces? For you get what you give. And the angelic realm. Oracle, sacred living, spirit speaking, intervention, the seer. Pisces, what's also coming through is, yeah, it's interesting where you're a good judge, Pisces. You know, and it's not to bypass, not to enable. It's not to say that you're perfect, Pisces. But for the most part, you're a pretty good judge. And by that, angel of light, angel that's not afraid to fight. Ooh, angel of light, and an angel that is not afraid to fight, but only picking up the sword when it is necessary, because we don't do war consciousness, right? And so when war comes your way, you're not picking up a sword because you like to fight. I'm ending that war right here, right now. Archangel Michael is strong in your reading, Pisces, where similar to Archangel Michael, he's a warrior of God. He holds that sword. He's undefeated. But is Archangel Michael fighting just to fight? No, it's more of the separation consciousness, right? War consciousness. You take that sword of light, that sword of love, that sword of God, and you end all wars with your sword. Very interesting here, Pisces, where I am seeing that you're a good judge, but more of energies and like entities, things like that. Hidden worlds, extrasensory perception. You have keen eyesight. You can feel the different realms. You alchemize energy. No energy is bad, Pisces, because you know exactly what to do with it. For Pisces, why do we have extrasensory perception, sacred living, spirit speaking, and intervention? For Pisces, why do we have extrasensory perception, sacred living, spirit speaking, intervention? There goes angel wings. For Pisces, too many cards over here. We do have Merlin. For Pisces, why do we have extrasensory perception, sacred living, spirit speaking, intervention? We have truth. We have divine masculine, Thoth over here. All right. And then sacred medicine. Divine masculine energy can resonate with you. You could be a divine masculine energy. I mean, with the energy that we're talking about anyway, of like war and this or that, the element of fire is masculine. So there's something about owning this part of you, Pisces, which maybe you are a masculine. It could also just be talking about that inner masculine energy of protection when it is necessary and needed. And that is the Emperor card. The Emperor only gets off his seat if he has to. This is a part of you, Pisces, not to deny, but to own, as it is very sacred. It is very holy. Just like Archangel Michael. So it's interesting. Archangel Michael is actually maybe coming in to help you own that shadow, Pisces, of I can be the element of fire and I can be water. And I would only turn into fire if it was necessary, right? And it's even that Kali Ma energy where the Durga card in the Kali Ma Oracle deck says Kali Ma was born out of necessity. All right, so that's like that part of you, Pisces, that protects yourself, you know, your path or this or that. It's the part of you that will not allow any negative energy into your energetic field. And that firm boundary of, I don't care who you are, light or dark, above and below, it cannot come into my energetic field. As the fire picks up over here, right? And it's that fire that's a little bit uncomfortable. But it's necessary, and it's holy to own that. For Pisces, what do we have on you get what you give? Tell the truth, divine masculine. Ooh, Pisces. Didn't I just say you are the scales? Ma'at over here. Angel of balance. Ma'at. Again, this is not... As a Pisces tarot reader, Pisces, we try to keep it real where it's like, okay, you're pure, not perfect, right? So I'm never in a way of just like, well, Pisces is always right. And it just always just so happens that all my readings are in favor of, I'm not trying to do that, you know. So the Pisces I'm speaking to, you're someone though who does a lot of work on themselves or has. You're also not a project. But you're someone that you're a pretty good judge. You know, again, it's leaving that room for error, of course. But you're accountable even for yourself. And you're going to show up in the highest of ways, in all ways that you can. Angel of balance, which is Ma'at. This is the scales of truth. And you have truth here. So when it comes to you, Pisces, again, like I'm not saying like you don't got to do work and you're the pillar of truth and everybody else is not, but you have a pretty good compass of divine and ancient truth. Truth is not filtered through our own opinions of just like, yeah, but that person, like say for example, like say Hades, right? Oh, but that person is wearing a Hades shirt every day. I'm going to call an angel on that. That angel protects Hades. 144 as I say that. Do not call. Archangel Michael is not going to go towards Hades because Hades is doing what Hades has got to do, right? Where it's not light and dark from a place of human opinion. Like, well, I'm right because that's dark and I'm going to call judgment. Oh, be careful about that, right? Where it's like Archangel Michael is not just love and light either. But I am seeing you, Pisces, as you're someone who's probably a portal of like Ma'at, of truth, of God's will, of the scales of justice, whatever that might be, right? You are the crossroads and the scales, Pisces. you are very connected to the truth through all time and through all space. And I'm thinking of a spiritual court system, right? Where it's like someone comes to you, right? And say they're giving you a story about someone, but you could just intuitively sense, right? Spiritual court, extrasensory perception. Say someone's like, yeah, but I'm being attacked. And you can feel, though, where it's like, actually, no, you threw that stone first and that blah, 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 right? You're a portal of truth here. And people will often come across you when they are ready to face truths that are hidden and that they haven't faced quite yet. You're also a protector of souls. And so people that often go through spiritual attacks or dealing with entity attachments, etc., they go to you, Pisces. And that's what's coming through here too. Like you're a protector, for sure. Your soul. Sometimes, Pisces, though, people do get karma through you that they don't expect to get through you. And you could have actually, again, Pisces, where it's either way, light or dark, right? Where maybe people see you dressed in all black. Actually, that is the nicest person in the room. Or people, you know, and that person's not going to even touch you. Or someone dressed in all white, holding, I don't know, a holy Bible, and that's actually the person that, you know, whatever, you get your karma from, or this or that. That's what I'm seeing you as, Pisces. For Pisces, what do we have rather for this reading? You get what you give. High Priestess, yeah, Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? You get what you give. Oh, Pisces, no action needed. You are just a portal of divine justice. You're a portal. You are a spiritual court system, your existence, your energetic field, Pisces, where I'm almost seeing like energetically, you know, when people step into your field where like a bubble around you of like electricity, where they come in and there is no action needed. You didn't do anything, but it could go either way. You are the scales, Pisces, or, you know, for some of you, you could resonate with a past life of being specifically a Ma'at priestess or priest. We do have Thoth here as well. Now, I will say Thoth and Ma'at are actually a divine partnership and couple in ancient Egypt. But Pisces, no action needed because you are high priestess over here. High priest or priestess of the galaxies. For Pisces, why do we have extrasensory perception, truth, oracle, divine masculine, angel of balance, no action needed in high priestess? For Pisces, why do we have high priestess and no action needed? For Pisces, why do we have high priestess and no action needed for you get what you give? Why do we have no action needed in high priestess for you get what you give? Why do we have no action needed in high priestess for you get what you give? There you go, Pisces. And for Pisces, why do we have extrasensory perception? Okay. Why do we have extrasensory perception for Pisces? Oh, Pisces, you. Archangel Michael loves you. Okay? Archangel Michael is assigned to you, loves you, whatever it may be. And for some of you, take these words with a grain of salt. Your archetype, your energetic field is an Archangel Michael, period. Like, I'm not saying you are Archangel Michael or anything like that, but your energetic field, oh yeah, it is encoded with the soul mission of Archangel Michael. Authority over the devil, if the devil exists. All right, Devil card, Page of Swords. The Empress card. You have authority over lower realms, devil energies. You have the sword over it. It's like Archangel Michael is a big part of this reading, so that's going to have to be in the title. Sometimes I'll say these things and forget to put it in the title, but I can't forget this time. Devil card, Page of Swords over here. Extrasensory perception. Now, this could be, again, whether this is work that you've done on yourself as a soul through time and space, that you have a pretty good discernment of energy. It could also just be, listen, Linda, listen. You got Archangel Michael very specifically. His legions of angels are just the angelic realm that guards you 24/7. Extrasensory perception. You feel these entities, the energies, the spirits, and you wield them. They do, I'm getting like the Solomon energy where it's just like, you do what I tell you to do, right? It's like Archangel Michael, right? Undefeated victory. These devil energies in this realm, through realms, all time and space, they are your puppet. You know, and by that, I mean like it has no power over you. That's why no action needed. And again, it's not like coming from a place of bypassing or anything like that. Pisces, you are him or her or they. Whoever you are watching me, you, in Archangel Michael's eyes, you are. You are that high priest or the high priestess. There's no action needed. And it's the kind of thing where truly you walk into a room, it bows down kind of thing. You are powerful. But I will say powerful, not in a sense of like worldly things. And that's what's coming through here too. Like how do I word this? You're powerful in a way that, I did say those words, you get what you give. They don't see or recognize your power, Pisces. They don't see or recognize your authority. Your authority does not come from the ego. You don't call judgment based off human opinion. Like for this Pisces, straight up, entities, energies, that's the 12th house energy. That's Pisces energy, the unseen. You don't care what's seen. What's unseen, bam, bam, bam. You know, extrasensory perception. This is a mastery of yours. Some of you may even be shamanic or work very specifically with like entities. And Solomon may resonate with you because Archangel Michael, yes, because he is undefeated. But I'm also getting the Solomon energy, which he has an interesting story. But I'm thinking of that Solomon of just being able to wield where, you know, he was given the ultimate authority. So Archangel Michael. But the reason why these energies, these stories, these angels, etc. are coming through in this reading or your life, because you too, Pisces. And it's like reclaiming that authority. I will allow no negative, evil, malevolent, malefic, karmic entity. We don't fight people. We don't do the war consciousness. It's all spirits and entities. And that's what I see you having here, Pisces. For Pisces, and again with the Page of Swords, because it's not an Ace of Swords, they underestimate you for sure. And that's why you get what you give, where you could show up in a particular way. They never fully see you, Pisces. You are shrouded in mystery, but for a reason. Part of it's your protection. And I'm also not talking to a Pisces where it's like, yeah, but I want them to see me. Oh, Pisces. I'm talking to the Pisces that you know they don't always see you. And sometimes it's for a lesson. For Pisces, why extrasensory perception, the hidden worlds, the Devil card and the Page of Swords? Pisces, you're full of just love, and that truly is why. Look at that, the Magician. I am confident. And it feels like, again, this is being channeled by Archangel Michael is like telling you to own your shadow, Pisces. We have, I accept my shadow self with the Devil card. And part of it is saying, actually, and that's what the Boundless But Boundaries program, we were talking a little bit about that today. Actually, the first boundary we can have as a soul, never mind human, these words, it is my birthright. It is my birthright, Faith, to maintain my energetic field, to remember my soul destiny and soul mission. It's your birthright to protect your energetic field, Pisces. And it doesn't mean that you're not an angel anymore, because let me tell you, Archangel Michael is not in that energy. Archangel Michael is just like, I'm an angel and I'm also an angel of death, you know, or Archangel Michael rules the element of fire and the compass of a direction of the south, which is the element of fire, right? Archangel Michael is not thinking of like, oh, but what are they going to think if I take out my sword or my fire, right? Pisces, this reading is telling you in such a love and light way, own your shadow because it's so holy and sacred, right? You would never take out your sword if it wasn't an entity, you know. And this, I would say, Pisces, this reading really reflects your shadow work and who you are, because anyone say with authority, you would never take it out from a place of ego. 333s, I say that, oh my God, I'm seeing someone wearing all black, I'm so scared. No, you know, or it's like, oh, that person pissed me off. Just because they pissed you off, you don't take out their sword or this or that. Like, again, Pisces, if Archangel Michael, if Kalima, if, what's the other one that I was thinking of? Maybe Ma'at. If the Emperor card, right? The Emperor card in the Fool's Journey of the Tarot. If he gets up off of his seat, there is a reason. But if not, you know, if there was no reason, he would never get up off of his seat. And that's what I'm seeing here for you, Pisces, where that is who you are. And so there's just a part of owning it, of like, why have I ever felt guilty about protecting myself from what truly isn't good, what truly is not of my highest timeline, you know, or bad, or this or that, you know, like what shadow actually is in the way of me accepting or feeling shame or guilt that I deserve a beautiful life. I deserve to be protected. I do not deserve today to be spiritually attacked or this or that. Because Pisces, I will say, you're not the one to play with. But again, like, I love how Archangel Michael's coming through so strongly. I have chills as I say that, where it's not from a place of ego of like, you can't mess with me, I'm undefeated, and this, and that. You're undefeated because and that makes me want to cry. You truly do have such a heart of love. Like, truly, if you have to, and my even face has chills, where if you even have to take out your sword, you're just like, come on, like, why I gotta take out my sword? Please don't make me do it. I don't want to, you know, like, you're full of so much love, and there's just like you accepting this is what you deserve. You know, you deserve love and protection and guidance and all of these different things. There's never an action needed for you. Pisces, you're someone who's truly done the work. And it's not to say that there's never an ending. You're going to wake up each day and show up in your highest that you can in each day, and be honest with yourself. We can only expect honesty from people who can be honest with themselves, right? And that's what I'm seeing with you, Pisces, where like, that's really why you're so protected here. You'll do all the work. You truly are coming from a good place, you know, and you're not coming from a false love and light place, because even that false love and light also can deal with the other side of Archangel Michael, because that's dark. False light is dark. And so Pisces, you're also not in false love and light though, which is the Archangel Michael energy. That's what he's trying to say. You know, it's like, you're not going to take out your sword because someone's dressed in all black and you see that they're kind of witchy. Like, that's ego or fear from religion and dogma and all those different things. All right, so this reading is longer, Pisces, but it's very interesting here. And it feels like it's also a very important message for a lot of Pisces, if it resonates. For Pisces, 4, extrasensory perception, sacred living, truth, angel of balance, divine masculine, no action needed, high priestess. This message on you get what you give when it comes to Pisces from Archangel Michael. Why the 9 of Pentacles here for Pisces? Why the 7 of Pentacles here for Pisces, for high priestess and no action needed? Why the Queen of Cups here for Pisces, for high priestess and no action needed? Why Queen of Cups and the 6 of Cups for Pisces, for high priestess, no action needed from Archangel Michael? Archangel Michael, what are you doing in Pisces' life? why are you bringing in the Lovers at the end of this reading, Archangel Michael? Because we do have the Lovers, but it's coming from Archangel Michael, so we may want to think about that. And it's from the past, and I know it's from the past, but Archangel Michael, so, and he's a good judge, so let's see. For Pisces, for High Priestess, no action needed. This message from Archangel Michael for Pisces. Why 9 of Pentacles with the Fool card? Why the Moon card with the 7 of Pentacles here for Pisces? This message from Archangel Michael. Why 6 of Cups, the Lovers card, and the Queen of Cups for Pisces for this message from Archangel Michael? I almost said letter. For some of you, there's a letter coming or a message. 6 of Cups, the Lovers, and Queen of Cups for Pisces. This message from Archangel Michael, High Priestess, no action needed. Why 6 of Cups, the Lovers card, and Queen of Cups? And why Queen of Cups with the 8 of Swords with the 6 of Cups and the Lovers card for Archangel Michael? Now, who is the Lovers here for Pisces, for this message for Pisces from Archangel Michael? You get what you give. That's why. That's why, Pisces. This person got their heart broken in the relationship with you, or you to them. I said that really quickly, though. How does Pisces feel about this Lover here? How does Pisces feel about this Lover? How does Pisces feel about this Lover? You love them. You see them as someone who's creative. 6 of Wands. You see them as someone who's successful. For Pisces, how does this Lover, though, feel about Pisces? How does this Lover feel about Pisces? This is interesting. And I know that we say, like, I've never done a reading like this. I've never done a reading like this. High Priestess. There we go. So I'm just going to say it because it says High Priestess. I trust my intuition. And this is not for everyone. For some of you, you learned a big secret about someone that you were with at one point, where they may have even been, like, you found out that they were doing a lot behind closed doors. A lot of things. They meeting with people. You may have even found out some things that you didn't even know about your partner from the past. And that was Archangel Michael. Truth, right? Truth. That's why Archangel Michael was bringing this back around. Now, why 3 of Swords for Pisces here? This message from Archangel Michael. For some of you, Pisces, and why is this person coming back to Pisces? Why is this person coming back to Pisces? To finally release them. Hierophant over here. It was definitely some sort of old relationship connection. There was somebody else involved or multiple people. There's something, though, about this person coming back, Pisces. This person perhaps could have gotten their karma. Why 8 of Swords with the 3 of Pentacles for this message for Pisces from Archangel Michael? Ooh, yeah, you know, you got protected because this person tried, look at that, Queen of Swords, Archangel Michael's sword. Where I know I talk about certain deities and some of them will protect in different ways more than others, right? Mother Mary is going to protect you way different than Hades is going to protect you. Both are love. This person from the past. Now, what may happen here, Pisces, is because this is from the past. Someone is getting their karma for trying to play with you. And they're getting the karma now, and you didn't do anything. So when people also get karma from you, sometimes, Pisces, people will even think of like, oh, did Pisces do something to me? No, Pisces did not. Like, this is just Pisces' energetic field. The second you go left, the scale goes left too, you know? You got that 24/7 protection, Pisces. Pisces, you were protected in this situation from Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, or anyone from your spirit team, God, Tao, Source, your higher self. This person almost trapped you in a third-party situation. 8 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. But they may have almost trapped you in it. And like heavy on the trap with the 8 of Swords. In some way, shape, or form, they were trying to manipulate you to be in some sort of situation where there was multiple lovers. Third party can sometimes be platonic, where it's not necessarily in that way. All of these were unknown to you. You have the Fool card over here. You're just working on yourself, doing what you have to do. The Moon card we do have over here in 7 of Pentacles. So for some of you Pisces, you're actually finding out about this. For some of you Pisces, you didn't even know at the time. You will have like your proof that someone was dating multiple people at the same time as you, and we're trying to like live a double life or triple life. For some of you, triple life, where it is also, it's harmful to withhold information. It's not necessarily lying, but it's still not truth because it's not authentic. And so you're trying to get to know someone, but you don't want to tell them that you already have 3 things going on for, I don't know, 6 months, which is also fine, whatever. But say, for example, Pisces, again, like say someone approaches you in dating, right? But they're truly approaching you where it's like, no, it's just us. They're lying, you know, wordplay, things like that. Someone from the, and 6 of Cups Pisces, this happened in the past. You either have gotten proof that it happened, you know, they want to say sorry, some sort of letter, or they're getting their karma now for what they did to you. Okay. And that's what I'm seeing here. Where again, like you're not the one to play with, but Pisces coming from a place of, if someone else came in, you're going to tell them straight to their face. You know, like you're honest, but that honest, where it's like, no, truly, nothing is hiding. If I'm going to see someone else, I'm going to tell you I'm going to see someone, you know, you wouldn't do that to them. And so Spirit protected you here from a broken heart in the past. And I do see that you're, so this is just something from the past coming back up. Pisces in general, I see you focused on your wealth, your prosperity, your finances. Why the Fool card, 8 of Pentacles? Oh, because the 10 of Pentacles, you are focused, Pisces. The Empress, I am abundant. You're focused on building your foundation. You're focused on abundance. You're focused on all of these things. 10 of Pentacles, building yourself, right? Building your life. Starting fresh. We have the Fool card over here. And so I just see you really building. All right. Now with the Moon card here, why the Moon card with the King of Pentacles and 7 of, Pisces. The rest of this reading is really encouraging you to build your life, build yourself, build your foundation. That everything is Pentacles here, Pisces. Everything. 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So that's what I'm seeing here. Now, what's Pisces' advice when it comes to wealth and career? Baby, Pisces, 10 of Pentacles. Again, okay? Your advice is to keep building your foundation. Keep calling it in. Keep becoming the version of yourself, Pisces, that calls it in. Become that version of yourself and work on that version of yourself. And then work on your outer reality too, because it's all coming in for you. What is Pisces' advice when it comes to this lover? What is Pisces' advice when it comes to this lover? What is Pisces' advice when it comes to this lover? Same cards. You know, Pisces, and we have the Knight of Wands. This lover is from the past. They have a lusty energy. Knight of Wands is passion. With other cards, it can sometimes be lusty, where this is someone that it's like, yeah, Pisces, they love you, they're good to you in front of your face, but this is a weak. They're weak. And that's what this reading is saying, Pisces. Your old lover, they are very weak in the lower chakras. Easy to manipulate. It's not someone you want to be with, Pisces. Someone who's weak in that sense. That's what I'm seeing here. They'll fold very easily, you know, so not worth it. No matter how nice they are in front of you or how they treat you. This is someone who, and for those of you who know that term, they will fold very easily. So that's what I'm seeing here. For Pisces, why King of Cups, King of Wands, and the Knight of Wands for Pisces? You deserve strength, Pisces, in all different ways, in the unseen too. For Pisces, why the King of Cups, King of Wands, and the Knight of Wands? And for some of you, they could have been married. For some of you. Just not for all of you. But there definitely was a lot hiding with someone here. And you were protected in that situation. For Pisces, why King of Cups, King of Wands, and the Knight of Wands here? The World card, which is, look at that. Three of Cups. So just confirmation. And Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles. There was a third party with your old lover where they were either married. And remember that these readings are general and timeless. So this person was either already married or in a union. It could have been in multiple, like just dating multiple people. Just not always bad, but you know, when that's not what's agreed upon, etc. Or this is someone who does love you, but you're dealing with a weak individual when it comes to the lower chakras. And they can like, but I love you. And they, for some of you, they probably genuinely do love you. And maybe it's just, I'm trying to be nice, right? Where they can go on a self-love journey of loving themselves by not being so easily tempted or this or that. You know, but for some of you, you know, you had like a very weak, I don't want to say minded, a weak lower chakra individual, you know, that this person struggled, like they could have very much loved you, but this person struggles with temptation. Like they have some sort of attachment that they just easily fold and I just gotta, yeah, Pisces. And you're doing very well for yourself, which is why this reading has really come in over here. You know, there's a lot in this reading, Pisces. Not all of this reading may resonate at all. It could be the first part of this reading of like, Pisces, you are a protector. You are a defender. You are the undefeated, you know. Archangel Michael can resonate with you. Angelic realm. You know, I do see you being blessed with abundance, Pisces, and really just working on like your inner, outer reality, your foundations. And as far as this relationship, you were very protected in this sense. And in general, Pisces, you are always protected when it comes to anyone who's withholding information from you. It's not necessarily lying, but it's manipulative. You know, why? Because would you actually go on the date with that person if they said, well, I'm dating 5 other people at the same time? Right? Like information that is kind of manipulative. I see the World card over here. I am successful. And I'm also just hearing this quote, why do people lie? Because they fear the reaction to the truth. Because it's just the reaction. But you don't even know what it's going to be, right? Maybe someone does, maybe someone says yes still with the 5 people, right? That's okay too. But why does someone not tell you, Pisces, I'm dating, say, 5 people at the same time, you know, or Pisces, I really like you, but to be quite honest, I struggle with this. Because they fear how you would react to the truth. And so they rather manipulate that to keep you than to tell you the truth. Maybe someone needed to hear that today. But we have the World card. I am successful. The Strength card. I have courage. How does your, throat chakra, how does your success come in, Pisces? By owning your shadow. We come full circle now from the beginning of this reading. Owning your shadow, owning your power, where it's like, oh, to be quite honest, like I didn't warn you, but my spirit team is going to tell me anytime something is a little bit off. And I don't have to see it to know it, to feel it, right? So just like being open to the boundaries, protection, you know, this or that. You know, the Strength card is taming the inner beast, Pisces. And so how does this World card come in? Owning it, right? Owning the parts of you that may be uncomfortable, but are godly, are holy, are very divine. And that could be protection. It could be having boundaries. It could be owning your gifts where it's like, oh, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to play dumb in this situation, you know, or this or that. That's what I have for you here, Pisces. I'm going to grab some oracle cards of advice. Very interesting reading. Lots of different parts to this reading as well. All right, just a reminder, until Friday, which is December 5th, you do have the coupon code Timeline Jump for 22% off for the holiday season. What do we have for Pisces? What do we have for Pisces? Closing messages for this reading of High Priestess, no action needed. This reading from Archangel Michael for Pisces. What is the message to Pisces from Archangel Michael today? There goes Archangel Raphael. Oh, you know what Archangel Michael is saying, Pisces? I actually love that Archangel Michael came through, because I'll be honest, sometimes people don't want to hear the Kelly Mulhady stuff about shadow work. But if it comes from Archangel Michael, they'll listen. You know, so I actually love it, because Archangel Michael is still saying the same thing, though, of owning your shadow. Pisces, who are you? I'm going to channel this the way it's coming through. Who are you trying to prove your holiness and goodness to? Archangel Michael doesn't try to prove his holiness to God when he is slaying. And he has no mercy. He's not trying to prove to God of like, but God, I promise I'm love and light, but let me do this first. That is love and light. True love and light. Pisces, you're about to come into a lot of wealth. All right. You are a magnet for this right now. And for some of you, you need to hear it because, or how do I word this? Your heart matches it. Don't have any guilt or shame of what comes in. I am protected, you know, and there's no guilt and shame of whatever, say, God's judgment is. Because again, the reading that I'm reading today, it's not Pisces in this time, space, and dimension, this one lifetime out of so many of existence, human opinion. You truly are a place of love. 10 of Cups here, the Devil card. Like you really are, again, it's not to say that you're perfect, but nobody can argue that like, oh, no, that person does not have a good heart. Absolutely not. You may have some shadow and own it, but absolutely not. Like Pisces, your heart is so pure that it makes me want to cry. Where you truly are in this angelic energy and frequency, but do not forget that every single angel, esoteric mystery school, has a shadow. Every angel is duality as well. Angels are not non-duality. Every single archangel has a dual or shadow side, which you can easily look up or say esoteric mystery school kind of stuff. And that's what I'm seeing here, Pisces. You're an angel, but don't deny your shadow. It's here to work with you. You have the 4th chakra, the heart chakra, Archangel Raphael, and you do have woman holding a coin. Pisces, yes, this was going on with your relationship, or more, it's actually past relationship. So for some of you, I know it's the past coming through, sorry. But maybe this is also, you know, coming into your life at this time, this awareness, whatever it is. This abundance, though, at the beginning of this reading, Pisces, you know, I am a steward. You could say the comments below, you know, or say it rather in the comments below, affirmations. I'm a steward of the new earth. I am holding new earth wealth. Put that into your heart and soul. I am holding new earth wealth. I am holding new earth wealth, angelic wealth. And it is materialized and it's still angelic. That's what I see for you here, Pisces. You're being chosen, okay? But you're being chosen to be abundant. So accept it in the comments below. What do we have for Pisces on no action needed and High Priestess for Pisces for this message from Archangel Michael? Saint Germain, karma releasing. Move beyond any drama. Create your own path. Make room for good energy. But what is Saint Germain? Another confirmation. Violet flame. Fire, right? Where Saint Germain also has that violet flame over here. So just in general, element of fire. But the violet flame can also resonate with you, Pisces. It could be a flame that you work with. What do we have for Pisces for this reading? From Archangel Michael, no action needed, and High Priestess. Mary Magdalene, sacred marriage. And then you have Oshun, sweet success over here. Pisces, this success that you're coming into, and someone said is an omen from Haniel. Ooh. And that's an angel. This is someone I know that connects with the angel realm. Oh, and he's talking about a ring I found. Sacred marriage. Pisces, some of you are going to get married. And if it's not physical, you are a bride, a groom of God, of goddess. Okay, but that message is in reference to a ring that was found. And he mentioned Archangel Haniel. That can resonate with you, but we are pulling sacred marriage at the same time. Mary Magdalene, a sacred marriage. Mary Magdalene is the feminine Christ, right? And bottom of the deck was Oshun, sweet success. So Pisces, the way God sees Mary Magdalene, the way God sees Archangel Michael, that's how God sees you. Mary Magdalene she had a lot of shadow too. Archangel Michael does too. And so do you, Pisces. But it's beautiful and it's divine. And it's what makes you whole, Pisces, all right? This was a beautiful reading, probably one of the longest readings I've done in a very long time. But Pisces, there's no action needed. I am that I am. You are who you are. And you are very much, your devotion's recognized in the spiritual realm, the angelic realm to God. And you're a beautiful soul. Own that shadow. It's your protection. It will propel you moving forward. And for some of you, you need to hear that Archangel Michael is very much with you. And for some of you, your energetic field, they're coming across, whether resonates as God's will, Archangel Michael, sword of truth, whatever it is, you've got it, Pisces, all right? Now that's what I have for you. I do hope that it resonates in a positive way. I'm sending you all so much love and so many blessings to your day.